She's beautiful on the outside, but ugly on the inside. A famous and popular model with a fiery temper who treats those around her like toys, she's also quite fond of cosmetic surgery. But as the surgeries start to display unwanted side effects and a younger, more beautiful model enters her agency, her life descends into utter chaos. Hi, I'm the Arty Dance from Asian Film Fans, and welcome to this review of the Japanese drama horror movie Helter Skelter. And if you're new to my channel and my reviews, please consider subscribing, as well as several video reviews per week on Asian horror, action and thriller movies. I also translate the latest Chinese, Hong Kong and Taiwanese movie trailers into English, as well as a weekly video series where I take a detailed look at Chinese horror movies. Check it out and stick around. Liliko is at the peak of her career. She's on the cover of every fashion magazine. She has a swath of endorsements, roles in TV dramas and movies, and she's the idol and envy of every teenage schoolgirl in Japan. She has complete control of her life and all those involved, from her lover to her assistant and her manager. But Liliko is all fake, a product of a washed up manager. She's more plastic than flesh, having endured countless cosmetic surgeries. However, there's something wrong at the clinic where she gets her treatments. They're suspected of using illegal practices and are being investigated by the public prosecutor and his assistant. To make matters worse for Liliko, her agency has just onboarded the freshest, hottest, newest talent in Japan, a naturally beautiful 18-year-old girl who doesn't value fame and stardom in the same way that Liliko does. Without work to get money, Liliko can't pay for her treatments, and the side effects of not being able to pay are quite horrifying. And who should suffer the most at the hands of Liliko's new predicament? It's her loyal, yet frequently abused assistant Hara, who would do anything she can to ensure Liliko stays satisfied. Billed as a horror film, this isn't your traditional Japanese-style ghost and gore flick. Instead, this is a well-crafted horror drama that showcases the spiraling failings of a once great supermodel. The performance of Erika Sawajiri as Liliko is outstanding, her natural beauty due in one part to her mixed Japanese-French blood and in another to her real-life background. She was known as a difficult actress to work with, and in 2009 had managed to offend her talent agency and fans with a series of off-the-cuff gaffes. In reality, Helter Skelter was her comeback role, where it's obvious she channeled her inner experiences to deliver her knockout performance in this film. But Erika can't take all the credit for this movie, and the bulk of it lies squarely with director Mika Ninagawa. This is her second movie, and Helter Skelter showcases her talent as a director. With a background as a fashion photographer, she's crafted beautiful, colourful sets and has wrung the best performances out of her cast. And it's all tied together with a story that'll keep you glued to your screen. Is it worth watching? Well, I think so. My favourite scene of the movie occurs roughly 82 minutes in when Liliko is on the set of a variety TV show, and as they present a birthday cake to her, her paranoia and drug trip kicks in. On top of seeing the beautiful blue butterflies, which only exist in her imagination, clearly a metaphor for how she sees herself, she then goes absolutely insane, smashing the set and falling unconscious. Noteworthy about this scene is how it's juxtaposed with a scene of her assistant Hara trying to disfigure Liliko's rival. As the assistant fails, we're witness to Liliko's world falling apart. It's an entertaining scene in the movie that sticks with you. Indeed, the most satisfaction you'll gain from this movie are the scenes of Liliko's demise. Her crying alone in the rain, struggling to find her pills, while stumbling towards a mirror to look at the shell of a person she has become, to the scene of her in a bathtub as it slowly fills with coloured pills. But perhaps the most striking scene is at the aquarium, where the prosecutor hands her the file on the beauty clinic, a big shark circling a school of fish in the tank behind them. The scene makes us question who the shark in the movie really is. It implies that it's Liliko, but by the end of the scene, is that still the case? At times the movie can feel a little slow. While the story is indeed captivating for the most part, at other times it diverges into areas and scenes that are just longer than they need to be. We get very little backstory on Liliko, and when the movie does give us something, it's not enough for us to create our own picture of who Liliko really is. We are introduced to her sister, who is the complete polar opposite of her, and some throwaway comments at the end, and that's pretty much it. Not much development there. Depending on your taste, this whole movie might not be that interesting to you. I'll completely understand if you didn't like the film or disagree with my opinion based on the length, storyline, and characters. They're all polarizing, but I enjoyed them. With that in mind, I don't think it's a movie that I can classify as a must-watch, but it's something you should consider and stick on your radar if this review makes it sound interesting enough. My recommendation is your choice. If you've seen it, what did you think? Thank you for watching this review. Please don't forget to press the like button and consider subscribing to support our channel.